Um, so how has it been so far? Tell me in one word. How has it been? Awesome, amazing, good, interesting, um, experimental. How has it been? Fabulous, good, tired. But I hope it's good. Yeah, it's good to be tired, but it's good in a good way, right? Splendid, impactful, informative, great. All right, awesome, beautiful. Thank you for letting. So please let me drop in the chats. Let's all pause the group, whichever group you are. Let's all pause the group and let everybody know we started. The link we dropped in the chats. Please do that for us. Thank you very much. Please, let's do that, everybody. Invite somebody, invite somebody. The training is good. I know it is. Okay. All right. So I may not be able to do the name today, but what I wanted to do is to let me know which country you are from. So represent your country, and I'll ask you one more question. Country. Which country are you from? I'm Nigerian. You can see Tanzanian, Malawian, Ethiopian, Cameroon, Kenyans. Kenyans again. Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, Tanzania, Namibia, Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Ethiopia, Nigeria, Uganda. Okay. All right. Nice to meet everybody. And thank you for joining us once again today. So today is the almighty Google Art you've been hearing about. I know a lot of you asked me questions around what would happen to the Google Ads. So today is the day, all right? So if you've been looking out to learn how to run this day, and I hope you're ready for it. And the protocols have not changed. We are going to be having a session like this where you're going to learn how to run ads. And what we expect you to do is to take down notes, take screenshots, and get everything done. But we don't share our decks, right? So what you're going to get done also is to maybe, you can do a screen record if you want, take screenshots, take notes. Possibly you can go to YouTube and pick up some of them. So I'll try to do that in the best way I can. And hopefully you can always run to YouTube to watch it again, right? I'll try to go practical. Hopefully we have enough time for that. All right, so I hope you're ready. So if you're ready, drop me a yes in the chat. Are you ready? It's been a very interesting few days for me, right? I'm trying to manage a lot of things at the same time. So let me know. Are you ready? Okay, beautiful. So please, once again, reach out, reach out, reach out. Let them know you started. We're expecting them. Okay? Let them know you started, and we're expecting them. So let me ask you this one question before we actually get started. But meanwhile, what we are going to be doing an digital, and then we'll head over to the second part to talk about how to
No, your
set
network is
advertising
freezing now.
goals. And then we'll go to the next part on how to create a smart campaign, which is actually what we are doing today. And we'll go to the last part, understanding how to track and measure your campaign performance in
Deme,
4 minutes.
Deme, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
You're freezing.
Not again.
I can hear him clearly.
But it's
I don't know.
freezing. Yeah, he's
My
talking, but his video is freezing. And then your voice, it lags.
okay. Let me refresh my internet. Just give me a second. Let me be sure. Please give me a second. Let me refresh my internet. Okay, so let's try it again. Does it sound better now? Okay, just let me know in the next maybe 2 minutes. I'm going to ask you again if it's a bit stable now. I just have to refresh. I'm hoping it doesn't get messed up. Thank you. All right, so I was about asking a question. I was telling you about what we're doing today. First of all, we have an introduction to online advertising, and then we're going to head over to talking about how to set advertising goals, and then we'll talk about how to create a smart campaign. And lastly, we'll talk about how to understand, to track and measure your campaign performances. So we'll do that within the time frame we have. But I want to ask you this question before we get started. But meanwhile, please invite everybody. Let's buzz the group, whichever group you belong to, please, let's buzz the group. Copy the link and let somebody know we have started and we're expecting them. So from all we've learned in the past 1 week plus, I want to ask you, if you want to rate yourself on a scale of 0 to 10, what would you say about Google Ads? What would you rate yourself about Google Ads? How is your understanding on Google Ads on a scale of 0 to 10? So let's do that, because I'm going to do this poll again at the end, because I want to be sure you are moved from one level to the next. So rate yourself 6, 3, 8, 7, 5, 6.5. So it doesn't mean you know how to run ads. You can do it by yourself. 3, 2, 5, 0 understanding. Okay, now rate yourself technically on setting up ads itself. I don't mean the theoretical parts. Setting it up by yourself. So rate yourself now. 0, 4, 2, 0, 7. There's some 7 here. 2, 4, 0. Someone writes 0. Setting ad 0. Okay, someone knows just the theory. The only ad I know is paying for the ad. The only issue is paying for the ad. Okay, we'll get to that, Coco. 0, 0, 0, 5. Okay, so what I'm hoping to do is at the end of the day, you'll be able to get to at least 6, right? I want you to be that confident, at least 6, 7, at least 6/7, right? So that is what I'm hoping to do by the end of this class, right? So I'm going to try to be a lot more practical than just doing the theory, because I want you to have a full package of, if you live here, you can try it by yourself confidently, okay? All right, so let's get started. Please, if at any point my internet misbehaves, please let me know. I'll be looking at the chats constantly. But meanwhile, tell me, how is the volume like? How is the video like? How is the volume like? How is the video like? Is it good? It's audible, right? Please type. I'm seeing the emojis. Please type. The camera is staggering. Everything is okay. Okay, the person that said the camera is staggering, please check your own internet. Okay, I'm really trying. Trust me, I'm fighting a lot of things here. It's been quite fun to fight a lot of things at the same time. But I'm sure we'll have a smooth. I'm sure we'll have a smooth ride. Just to reiterate, please take screenshots, screen recording. You can go to YouTube and stream later on, but we don't share slides and there's no recording from Zoom. Okay, the only option you may have is a YouTube place. All right, beautiful. So if your video is still freezing, please check your end. If the other person thinks my video is okay. So let's talk about online advertising. And if you have questions, please drop it in the Q&A. Don't put it in the chats, we'll miss it. Put the questions in the Q&A. So just to buttress the fact that we've been speaking about online advertising for the past 1 week plus, and it's been here for a while. Big businesses, large businesses have used online advertising to actually appear on search result pages, web pages, on video apps like YouTube and all those places. So needless to say that we've gotten a lot of results. Businesses, brands have gotten, they've been found online with potential customers actually exist. And particularly when they are looking for options, looking for information about the products and services. So they get to show up because online advertising made it possible. Now, we're not trying to completely push you away from traditional marketing. Traditional marketing works and it's still working. But trust me, you may not be able to reach a good number of persons compared to if you were actually marketing online. Okay, so that's just a point for you to note that it's been here for a while, and a lot of results have been spilling out of it. So we'll be looking at a few figures. So we have about 525 million SIM connections, millions internet users in Africa alone. And we have about 74% of web traffic in Africa generated by smartphones, and then servers are in Africa. And this statistic was taken as of 2019. As of 2019. Now, if you check wearesocial.com, let me see if I can grab that link. Wearesocial.com publication, you find out that an average person spends at least hours on social media. Now the statistics are crazy, right? So you want to pay close attention to what is happening in the digital space. And what you are trying to say by the statistics is that if you are doing your business and you're not actually paying attention online, that means you might be changing yourself, right? Please check the link. You can check that what We Are Social are saying. They are a UK brand that actually does publications, gather up data around the globe of what is happening. Africa, US, UK, Canada, just across the globe, what is happening everywhere. Okay, all right. So customers online chats. How are you currently connecting with your customers online? My network is still bad.
We can't see your slides though. I thought you were still talking. I don't know you started training. We can't see your deck.
Wow. So sorry. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. So let me 525 million SIM internet users in Africa, and we have over 74% of the web traffic in Africa is generated by smartphones. So if you are not marketing online for people to see, you're actually going to be shortchanging yourself. And we have over 208 million online shoppers in Africa alone, right? That's a good number. So all over the continent, wherever you are, you should think about not just marketing traditionally, but also marketing digitally, so that you can grab a good chunk of the audience that are actually online waiting for you. Okay. So tell me, so are you currently collecting online? This might be the fifth time you're answering this question. But please tell me one more time. So how are you currently connecting with customers? Are you using WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram? You have the websites, you have the Google Business Profile. Which one are you using currently? WhatsApp, okay? WhatsApp, Instagram. I like the way you spell that WhatsApp. It sounds like the way I greet my friends. What's up now? Facebook, Facebook, WhatsApp, Facebook, WhatsApp. Okay, a lot of you have WhatsApp. Okay, but understand that WhatsApp has its limitations. And of course, if you are thinking about doing WhatsApp marketing, you should be able to build your contact list. If you're not building your contact list, you're not marketing, trust me, right? So think about how to build your contact list. The more contact list you have, the better it is for you to market. And I even saw something very interesting recently. You can actually run ads from WhatsApp. I saw it on an iPhone. I don't know if that feature is also available for Android users. That's with WhatsApp Business. You can actually run ads, pay money the same way you pay on YouTube. Okay. My network is still breaking. Oh my God. It's available.
No, we can hear you, Deme. It's clear.
It's clear. Okay. Somebody
Yes.
says breaking. All right, thank you.
Maybe it's the person's network, but it's clear.
Florence, please check your end. My network is good now. Thank God to that. All right, awesome. Thank you. Okay, so let's write. Like I said earlier, I'm fighting a lot of things. And it's been quite interesting to fight a lot of things. So please, again, remind somebody. Let them come around. And this is statistic from We Are Social. Please check that out later on. All right. So please, if I'm breaking, stand up, please help me. If I'm breaking, just call me. All right. So if as I've started coming and people are deeply connected to the internet, it's not a simple linear straight line. Different reasons for that. People use tablets, people go online for different reasons. But meanwhile, let me ask you this. So when you have a need for something, when you have a need for an information, where do you go first to find that information? Myself, I go to Google first before I go to YouTube. And I asked you the question the other day. So where do you go first? Let's reestablish it because this is a topic we're talking about now. Me, I go to Google first before AI, right? Google, 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 Google. Beautiful. So now a lot of us go to Google. Now Google actually holds about 88% of the entire universe on this platform, searching online. Over 91% of adults are actually searching online on the Google platform. So how do you want to ignore that kind of a platform? How do you want to ignore that kind of platform? So people go online for different reasons, to find information, to look for people, and to do several things. So that's what actually contributes to making a consumer's journey a little bit complex. For instance, for what you're having on the screen now, you just woke up in the morning and you discover that your laptop screen is broken. As a black man, what will you think? What will you think happened to the laptop overnight? Let's say it didn't fall down. You just woke up and found out that it crashed. Tell me, what will you think happened? What will you think happened to the laptop just overnight? It just crashed. The screen broke. Just out of the blues. Village people, bah? Me, I would think it's village people. They just came for you. They just wanted to spend money unnecessarily, right? So, but you know, as an African, as a black man, we just want to. You can always fix things, right? So, what will be in your head after that is going to be, I can do it. You know, that can do spirit in every African. I can do it. So, the first thing you want to do is for you to jump online, maybe jump on Google and search for laptop tutorial on how to fix your laptop screen. And maybe you get there and you find a lot of jargons that are there, and you can't even put your mind together to even understand what they are saying. You get more confused. You jump to YouTube. Possibly YouTube will give you video tutorials on do it yourself and the how-to videos about to fix a laptop screen. And then you get to watch those videos and it's fine. You don't even have any of those tools. You know, you even conversant with any of those tools, right? And then the frustration increases. And then you go back to search and start again. Articles about how to fix laptop screen. And then after all the frustration, search, eventually you just go to look for laptop repairer near me. Hopefully find one close to you. Then you head over there, book an appointment, and get your laptop screen fixed. Now, one thing you should know, at each of these points, there was search in between. So search there is a common thread. Search there is a common thread on any device you are searching for. Maybe in the morning you were searching for, using your laptop, using your phone, using your tablets, and it could have been different devices at different hours of the day looking for information. So the case there is you as a business owner should be able to preempt, and I mentioned this the last time, should be able to preempt what people will be searching for about your business, about your brand, and answer those questions before they get to do that search. Answer those questions on video, on YouTube. Answer those questions with video on your social media, on your WhatsApp, on your Instagram, on your TikTok. Answer those questions on your Google business profile. Answer those questions on your website, right? You should be able to have a blog. Should be able to have a blog where you are able to answer questions that are asked verbally, right? So you as a business person should be able to station yourself before your searchers actually come to make that search. So the point here is that search is the common thread. Maybe it's on Google, maybe it's on YouTube, maybe you're searching it on a blog, on a website. It always happen first on Google. I hope you got that point. I hope you got that point. All right. So why do you have because obviously managing your business is a lot of job. It's a lot of work to actually get your business. So you want to be able to spend time managing the business and then just leave the advertising part to run. So Google is there to actually help you. And one thing you know about the Google Ads platform is that Google is a search intent based kind of campaign. Let me explain what I mean by that. You're on YouTube, you're browsing, and that video pops out. That is a video ad. Did you call for? No. Was it annoying? Very annoying. And most times I skip it. Except there are those non-skippable ones. I skip it most times. And if you are browsing on a website, that is for video ads. You are browsing on a website, you are trying to gather information, and all these ads are popping up from everywhere. Those ones are called display ads. Did you call for them? No, you did not. Right? But if I actually went to the search engine and typed a keyword, I type, where can I get pizza in Abuja? Where can I get pizza in your Kwaibom, where I am currently? Where can I get pizza? Google is going to give me a set of answers, right? And what I want to do with those set of answers is I'm going to take action, because I actually went there to find that information. I went there to find that information. It did not come to me randomly. So when you hear how effective the Google ad, the search engine marketing is, it's actually because it's an intent-based marketing. People that go to search have an intention as to whatever they want to do with the information that is fed back to them. Did you understand that? So the Google ads is the search engine marketing is very effective for sales. Very, very for sales. It's not just some random ads popping up to you on YouTube and all those display ads popping up. They're all ads, and they have their different uses, their different functions popping up to you from everywhere. But ultimately, the one you go to search for is the one that you mostly take action with. So that is why the Google ads, the search engine marketing is very, very effective. Now, let me draw a line here. If I say Google ads, it's an umbrella name, right? So if I mix it up, please manage me. Google ads is an umbrella name for everything, for the search engine marketing, for display ads, for shopping ads, for the smart campaign, the one we're learning today, for app install campaign. But what we're actually learning today is the search engine marketing, the one that you see when you go to the Google search query bar to type a keyword. Please don't mix it up, all right? Okay, so a couple of you will market online, right? You get to be able to track and measure this. You can see that on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and all those places. And you can also control your budget if you are advertising online. You may not be able to control your budget if you are advertising with DSTV and all those big brands. When you just pay the money, that's it. That's why it's called broadcasting. Another thing you know is that Google actually shows to people at the time they are making search. It's not some random stuff. Now I use this this example. So let's say you went to DSTV to advertise your let's say your router. You want to advertise your router, and DSTV says they want to play your adverts in the middle of a football match. That is during the halftime break. So during the halftime break, the person that's supposed to be my audience possibly stood up to use the toilets, possibly stood up to get a drink, possibly stood up to meet a friend, possibly stood up to make a call, right? And that ad is displaying to everybody on the internet. A grandma is there, a grandma is there, a baby is there, a teenager is there. So it goes to everybody. It doesn't necessarily go to your target audience. Do you understand? So the ads, the search engine marketing we're talking about actually shows to the person that is making the search at the time they want that information, not some random stuff. Hope you got that point. All right. And again, you're also able to edit, pause, and cancel your ads at any time. And you can change strategies. There are a lot of strategies, especially on the Google Ads platform. You can change from the manual CPC to the enhanced CPC to the target impression share to the target cost per acquisition, and a whole lot of them, right? So you can always change strategies. And ads work in just very simple process. First of all, it begins with a question in the mind of the searcher. You start with a question, you start with a desire. Just like I asked you earlier, where do you go to first when you have a need? Go to Google first, right? So most people just type a keyword on Google search and then they expect a reply to come for them. Now, Google does its work by creating a search engine results page, just presenting a set of results to you, just almost at the snap of the finger. So at the same time, but separately, Google also runs something that's called auction, because a lot of advertisers are advertising on the same product. So let's say all of us are chicken sellers, right? And we are all advertising on Google. And somebody is typing chicken sellers, all of us can't be number one. One person has to come first. The other person has to come second. The other person has to come third. For instance, let me show you something. Let's use projects management tools. Let's project management tools. Monday.com is advertising, right? You can see that it's advertising. You can see. So what Google Ads does to you, it puts you first when you pay money. Remember, we spoke about this optimization of how it brings your page to one page properly optimized. It's like these guys click up that Zapier, Project Manager, all these ones that made it to the first page got here because of the search engine optimization. But if you want to appear on top, this is what the search engine ads, search engine marketing will do for you. Puts you number one. And the point here is Monday.com and Zoho cannot be number one at the same time. So Google runs something called an auction. So somebody has to be first, another person has to be second. Do you understand? So there's something called auction. Now you don't get to see that part, right? It's something from their back end. Okay, I hope you got that. All right, something that is done from their back end. So eligible ads actually compete for spots. Eligible ads compete for spots to appear first, appear second, to appear third. Please let me know if you understood what I just explained right now. Did you understand what I just explained? Please let me know in the chats. Drop me a yes in the chats. I want to be sure you're also here. A yes in the chats. So somebody has to come first, somebody has to come second, somebody has to come third, right? Beautiful. So this is more like a recap of earlier. Ads actually engine result pages, just like I showed you earlier. So ads can appear on, ads can show like this. Give me a second, please. Ads can show like this. So just remember, these ones are the ones that are that got here because of search engine optimization. Please, if you have questions, put it in the queue. Right now, these are the search ads. Shopping ads always show first, but let me show you what shopping ads looks like. Let me type television. Let me type a word like television. Let me see if Jumia is running ads. Right? Beautiful. So look at it. You can see sponsored, right? This is a typical search, a typical shopping ad. Shopping ad will always do the of the products, the description, the costs, and possibly the websites. Right? These are all called shopping ads. Remember, they are all showing on the search engine result page, right? They're all showing on the search engine result page. But most times, shopping ads will always show first, like you're saying this. Shopping ads will always show first before the search engine results, like what you're seeing right here. And ads also show on Google display networks, called the Google partner websites, Google display networks. So the Google display network, like truckload of over 3 million websites all on the internet. Somebody asked me a question about the Google AdSense the other day. So this is how Google pays website owners. So all those 3 million websites is not owned by Google, right? So that's why they call them partner websites. So when you apply for the Google AdSense, you're actually telling Google, okay, I want to partner with you for you to be putting your ads on my website. Do you understand now? So Google is going to be paying you in cents, little money, because of the traffic that you're getting on your website, and they're also able to put ads on their website. So those ones are called the Google partner websites. So it's any problem? Okay. So it's everything around Google. The YouTube also is a Google partner website, right? It's classed under the display network. It's owned by Google, right? But it's also classed under the display network. And every other website that you get to show yourself and you see a Google ad present there. Give me a second. I hope you are seeing my screen. Please, are you seeing my screen? I hope I'm not disconnected. Yes, connected. Thank you. Let me see that something on YouTube quickly. before we continue. So I want to show you how the display art looks like on the Google, on YouTube. Yes, yes, Brenda, I remember you. So you have an understanding right now about how it works. Is Google just trying to pay the website because of they are able to put they are able to put businesses out there to advertise. Now, see something on this YouTube account. This is a Google display ad, not a video ad. Please don't miss it. It's a Google display ad. So Google is also, the YouTube is also classed among the Google partner websites. So for instance, let me play this video. Just what I want to explain right now. I'm looking for a video that's going to pop up, another video in between. Hold on, let me see. Network, please. Please beg network for me. Beautiful. $300. This is a video ad when you want to watch another video. That is a video ad. Please don't mix it up. But the ones you see just appearing like a picture on YouTube, they are classed under display ads. So the point here I'm trying to make is the Google YouTube is also a part of the Google Display Network. You can call them partner websites, right? I hope you got it. So pictures can also actually appear, ads can appear like videos. Sometimes you're on platforms like let me see, punch.ng. Let me see if that one will show. Pictures, art, and sometimes ads can appear. They can have video, they can appear like pictures, they can appear like image of dance. Let me see if I can get something again. But let's continue while we're waiting for that. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up all the time we've wasted. So bear with me. So look at it now. This is an art, display art. I'm waiting for it to load completely so I can see it. So all those ones that show up on your websites are called display ads, right? You did not call for this ad to come. They just showed up. That's why they are not always very effective. They are mostly used for awareness creation and product consideration. You can see all of this now. Right? This also, let me see another one. This is an ad. And how to come here, you see this place. You can see this one is ads by Google. And just so you know, it's not only Google that does display ads. Okay, there are brands called DSP, demand side platforms. Then when I was leading a marketing team for a crypto company, because you can't market cryptocurrency products on Google, so we needed to find options to my platform called demand side platform. You can find the likes of Eskimi, Transsion Network. Transsion Network are the owners of this company. They're the owners of Infinix. So I want that they can even put the app inside the phone when they're producing it. They call it CARICOM. And it comes with it. But just understand it's not only okay, that is just by the way.
Then you are freezing, you know.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Maybe you should try putting off your video and then we just do audio. Maybe that would reduce the bandwidth.
Let me just do audio, please. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It's been a lot. Please bear with me. Please, can you hear my voice? Just let me know if you can hear my voice. Let's manage it like that. Is my voice good?
Yeah. We can hear your voice.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. So let's do videoless. All right, please. All right. Okay. So I hope you got these ones that class and that display arts, and it's not good that does display and all of that. Particular slide was arts actually or on search engine results really show. Is also explained on our website. And again, I said arts can appear like text, can appear like images, and they can appear like videos. If you are playing your video on Spotify, if you are not on the premium plan, you begin to have those ads that pop up to you. Same thing with home play. Same thing with AudioMac. They can come in form of videos, in form of text and images. All those ones are classed under display ads. Beautiful. Okay, so you only pay for results. Only pay for results. You hear like PPC. PPC means pay per click, and you hear things like cost per click, right? There's a cost for each of the clicks. Now, what that means there is, if I found this ad here, if I found this for Monday.com, Monday.com, remember you are advertising. When you go to advertise, you pay money. So let me answer that question ahead of time. Advertising is not free. Wherever you are, advertising is not free. On Google, on Facebook, on your radio station, on DSTV, on everywhere, adverts is not free. But Google is so lenient because they will tell you when you advertise $100, we'll give you a $300 credit. I've not seen a brand as generous as Google before. Most of their products are free. You see what Chibuza was teaching you people about and the other day about Google Workspace, how you only get to use the Google Sheets, Doc, and Slides with your browser. If you have that feature on Microsoft, they are paying a lot of money. Microsoft 365 is not free. Microsoft is not that generous. So you either use to install different apps to your system, in your Windows system. So Google, again, is the most generous brand I know. In fact, people call them the poor man's brand. So Google is promising you a $300 credits when you are able to spend $300. Nobody does this anywhere. Trust me, nobody does this anywhere. So again, adverts is not free. That was just to make a point. So you only pay when there's a result. You don't just pay randomly. You may not be that lucky on Facebook. On Facebook, you pay for impressions. Impressions is the number of times the ad got to be shown to people, right? But on Facebook, but on Google rather, if I did not click this ad, Monday.com did not pay any money. If I didn't click this ad, Zoho.com did not pay any money. If I did not click this ad, not pay any money until I click the ad, which is the results of this particular campaign. There was no money charged to the accounts. So that is why Google Ads is much more endeared to Google Ads, because you as an advertiser, it manages your money, right? It saves you a lot of costs. Right? So again, you only pay for results, and there are a lot of you hear a lot of things about PPC. Sometimes you see some adverts, some job adverts, they call it, you're looking for a PPC expert. That means they're looking for a search engine marketing expert, right? So PPC, we hear other words like the cost per view. Cost per view is a bidding strategy used for video ads. When you go to YouTube, if you skip that video, the person didn't pay anything. If you watch the video for at least 30 seconds, the person paid something, right? You hear cost per 1,000 impressions, CPM, CPV, CPC, cost per click. So those are all bidding strategies for different kinds of campaigns. And there are no startup fees. There are no cancellation fees. There are no contracts. You won't be that lucky if you are dealing with DSPs, like the demand side platforms. There's a contract. At least I brokered that one. There's a contract and there's a cancellation fee if you are not going to run the campaign to the end. The only thing I didn't say that there were no startup fees, but there are payments done even before the ad is set up for you. All right. So Google is just making life easier for everybody. Okay, so I'm going to skip this question. I'm going to answer all the questions at the end. So let's try to set up a Google ad. So what are your business goals? You need to spell out what your goals are first. What your goals are first before you can decide exactly what you want to do as a business goal. Now, the first step you need to ask yourself is, why are you doing what you're doing? Because there are different kinds of ads. Like I mentioned, if I say Google Ads is an umbrella name for search engine marketing, for video ads, for display ads, for shopping ads, right? And all of that. So search engine marketing is just, Google Ads is just an umbrella name. Just get that point, all right? So what we are going to be doing today is to talk about the SMART campaign. Now I'm going to tell you in a second what the SMART campaign means. But first of all, you need to understand that your goals SMART. Remember the SMART acronym must be specific, must be measurable, must be achievable or attainable, must be relevant, and it must be time-bound. You can't keep it open-ended. Exactly what you want to do, you must spell it out before you even get started and put a time frame to it. Now, the SMART campaign is this kind of campaign that Google is as more like they crunched it all for you to be able to advertise as a small business owner. Now, before the SMART campaign came, advertising on Google used to be very difficult, very, very difficult. Like, I mean, you need to pay an expert to be able to run ads for you. So Google decided to build a smaller version, a simpler version of the Google Ads platform, which is a SMART campaign now. So the SMART campaign helps small businesses to advertise on Google and to run and set up your ads in just a few steps. The ads naturally is managed for you by the Google Ads platform. You don't need to do any go back to change the strategy like what you do on if you're an expert. You can switch from the manual CPC to the enhanced CPC, from the target impression sheet to the target cost per acquisition, and all of that. And also, you need to do a proper keyword research if you're running your ads as an expert. But you don't need to run a keyword research with the SMART campaign because the platform suggests keywords to you to be able to use. All right. So it's a lot of work made easy for you as a business person. All right. We are going to be learning how to set up the SMART campaign in just minutes. But meanwhile, I'm going to again skip this question part. Let's go to the practicals proper so that you have a clearer understanding of what I've been trying to explain. But please, if there's any point you don't understand me, please drop a question in the chat. I'm trying to break it down in the best way I can. And I want to see how to move you from 0 to at least 5, so that when you start to set it up, you get conversant because you can get yourself to a 5, to an 8, an 8 and a 9. Okay, so are you still here? Drop me a yes in the chat. Are you still here? All right, beautiful. Thank you for being here, and thank you for managing all the technical troubles we have today. I'm so sorry. It's not our practice, but these things happen. All right, so let's go ahead. So let's talk about how to set up the ads properly now. So we are in the practicals, right? And just so you know, everything I'm going to be now that you are going to be seeing on the deck is going to be equivalent of what I'll be showing you in practice. I'm quite fast. Okay, maybe you can watch again because we need to still keep the time, Chama. But I'm trying to be a little bit more explanatory than just a regular teaching. So please just follow me slowly. So let's go ahead. So the first thing you want to do is to select your landing page. Select your landing page. So let me explain to you what a landing page means. Let me explain to you what a landing page means. So let's go back to the ads. So for instance, I was here particular Punch newspaper website page, and I saw this ad, display ad, and I clicked it. And I click this ad, open. That page is landing page. That is the place where he puts his thoughts and his mind for you to take an action. You can see the on this part, they want me to put my email so that I can start a free visa profile. Right? This is the action you want to make. So let's go to this other one. Let's go to this. Let's click Jumia. Jumia obviously will take us straight to the Jumia page, right? Where I can see the smart TV I just clicked. So what they want me to do now is either find a particular one and add. So this page for this particular ad and ad. Of course, on this ad, it takes me to a page. That page where the advisor has put his thoughts, his aim is called a landing page. This what do they want me to do? And the page, right? They can say it's in console. You can let's go to the list monday.com. Remember, till I click it, that is when they paid money. So let's click monday.com. Did I? So that page, it takes me to the landing page where the advertiser has put his thoughts to do it started. Setting ad must have landing page. Now, in this is like this, right? It could be or like I told you, the Google business of your regular posts, just that grows and get. You can use your Google and verify. You can use it also as a landing page for your ad. I hope you got that message. So landing a web inside the web or a certain website, it's Google business profile, whichever one. So you must have a page that's running ads. I hope you got the message. I hope you got the message. Please drop it to be sure you got the message. You didn't get it. What is the problem? Is it my audio? It's not very
Yeah,
clear.
seriously, Udeme.
I'm breaking. Okay. Give me a second.
Deme. Hi guys, just give us 2-3 minutes. If Udome doesn't come up, I will have somebody that is on standby to take the session. All right, thank you. Okay, so our new trainer is coming up on board. So just give us 2 minutes. Let him put up his slide and all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Hello everybody. Hello. Can you hear me, please? If you can hear me, please just help me indicate that you can hear me. I'm very, very sorry. We are very, very sorry for the challenge that the last trainer had. Really, really very sorry. I think Udeme had some network issues or so, and I had to just, come in and continue. Hope we are all doing well. Hope we are all doing good. Hope we've been enjoying the training. Hope we are having fun. Hope we are learning. Hope we are enjoying what's happening here. Hope Udeme treated you well, because I'll ask him after this. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the warm welcome. Thank you very much. I will ask Udeme. Okay, I can see he did. Okay, thank God he did. I was going to get to him. Yeah, so thank you very much. I hope we are all there. So my name is Simplice Kadi. Well, probably the first time you're seeing me. I'm joining you from Cameroon, right? From Yaoundé, Cameroon. Special thank you to everybody. So I'm just going to pick up from wherever Udeme stopped, right? Somebody says, "Yay, my brother." Yeah, we are here. So I'll pick up from wherever, from where Udeme stopped, right? Udeme was talking about running ads. Wonder Root says, "Hi, Mr. Simplice, thank you very much." So I'm just going to continue, right? Because I'll not be able to greet everybody. I'm seeing so many comments, right? So many comments. I'm not going to be able to greet everybody. Thank you. Yeah, so let's go ahead. I think Udeme was talking about running Google adverts, right? Running Google adverts. I'm sure he spoke about, what Google ads are. He spoke about the importance of Google adverts. He spoke about the particularities of Google adverts. He even told you how to prepare, right? Before you start running a Google advert. I'm sure oh, sorry, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Well, I'm sorry. I came in a haste, so I forgot to plug in my internet stuff, right? So because I was rushing to come in, I forgot to plug in my stuff, and that's why internet disturbed. Don't worry, that's not gonna happen. I could see some people start sharing cry emojis. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead, right? Sorry for that. I was trying to bring things together and I just forgot to plug in my internet, and so it paid, right? It paid cash. But well, we are here. Okay, so I was saying that there's a link, right, that Udeme probably shared to you, and that was the link that you use, to start your journey of running Google Ads. And I'm sure he shared that link with you, ads.google.com, right? I'm sure he shared that link with you, ads.google.com. So if you want to start running Google adverts, the first place to go to is ads.google.com. That's where the whole journey starts. You see that? Now, when you go to ads.google.com, they're going to ask you a few questions, right? Or at least one questions, because there are steps. These are the different steps that you need to take before running Google adverts, right? Or the steps that you take while running Google adverts. You see that? So the first question they will ask you is, where is it exactly you want to run your Google ad? Now, mind you, you cannot run a Google ad if you don't have either a Google My Business profile or a website or a landing page, right? So you will not be able to run Google Ads at all if you don't have any of these three. For you to run Google Ads, you will need to have either a Google My Business profile. And I think we had a whole session. You guys had a whole session on the Google My Business profiles where they taught you how to go about it, how to create it, its value, its importance, and all of that. You see that? So either you need to have a Google My Business profile, or you need to have a website, or you need to have a landing page. So they're going to ask you on step one, where exactly you want your business or your advert, where you want to run your advert, right? You will have to choose whether you want to use the Google My Business profile, or you want to use a website or another landing page. That depends on you. Now, if you want to use your profile, you just have to select profile, my business profile. If you want to use your website, you can click on no, I don't use this, right? So when you click on that, you go on next, right? They will ask you the name of your business. I hope we are following, right? Are we there? Yeah. So when you click on next, they'll ask you for the name of your business. Now, there's a question that people usually or generally ask here, right? They usually ask, what if my business is not recognized by the state, or what if my business is not registered, by the state? Am I allowed to put the name here? That's a question I've heard quite frequently. Well, whether your business is registered or not, you can put the name here, right? So they'll ask you for your business name. That's step 2, right? You will put in your business name. Now, once you're done with that step, we'll go to the next step, which is step 3. Now, on step 3, they'll ask you to add the link to your website. Now, that is if you selected the option website, right? They'll ask you, they'll ask you to put the link to your website. Now, it's important to note that the link that you are putting here, right, is not necessarily the link to the home page of your website, but it is the link to the page where you want people to arrive when they click on your advert. Remember that Udeme told you that how Google Ads work is that people will see your advert. People will go on Google, type a certain research, then they will see your advert, then they will click on your advert and it will take you to their website, you see, and then from there you will buy. Now, the link that you put here is the link to the page of your website where you want people to appear when they click on your advert. Because you will agree with me that one website can have several pages, right? One website, can have several pages. A website can have a home page. A website can have, an about us page. It can have a product and service page. So the link that you're putting here is the link to the page where you want people to arrive when they click on your advert. So you put that link here. You see that? Now, once you're done putting that link here, what will happen is that Google will show you exactly where people will land after clicking your advert. Google will show you. So they will show you both the view on mobile phone and the view on desktop. Now, this is for you to confirm whether this is exactly where you want people to land. So what usually happens is that when you put that link, the page where people will land will appear in front of your machine, right? And you confirm whether this is exactly where you want people to land. So it will show you the landing page, both on mobile and on desktop. You see that? Now, once you see it and you confirm that this is exactly where you want people to land, you now go to the next step, right? You now go to the next step. Cool. You now go to the next step. Now, in the next step, Google is going to ask you what your business goal is, right? Google will ask you what your business goal is. Now, your business goal will have to depend on you. If you want to have more calls, now you're going to notice that the options are already there, right? The options are already there. All you have to do is to select the option that works best for you. So if you want to have more calls, you click on get more calls. If you want to have more website sales or leads, you select get more website sales or leads. So the options are there. All what you have to do is to choose the one which you want. If you want to have people visit your physical location, now this is for those who have stores. Maybe you have a store and you want people to visit your physical store, you can select that option. You see that? If you want to have more views and engagements on YouTube, you choose the option. So here you define what it is you want your advert to achieve, right? So you're going to look among those 5 options and select the ones which will work best for you. You see that? Now, once you're done with that 5th step, we go to the 6th step. Now, what I would recommend is that you can take screenshots, right, of these different steps, such that when you're doing it yourself, you know, you can simply follow the steps. They are really, really very easy. This is exactly what you're going to be seeing on your machine, right, while you're going to be progressing. So what I recommend is you can take screenshots of the different steps as we go ahead, so that while you're doing it yourself, you will just follow the steps much easily. You see that? So that's the 5th step. Now we move to the 6th step, right? We move to the 6th step, right? Favor is saying, please, can you start from step 1 again? Favor. Well, I'm just going to do this for Favor, right? So Favor, I'm doing this for you. So I just want you to see. So like I said, the first step, they are going to ask you whether you want to run your advert on your Google business profile or you want to use another landing page, right? They will ask you. So if you have a Google business profile and you want to run your advert on it, you select that. If you want to use your website or another landing page, you select the second option. That's step 1. Now you move to step 2, where they will ask you for the name of your business, right? All what you have to do is to input the name of your business, right? That is step 2. Very easy. You input the name of your business. Now we move to step 3. Step 3, they will ask you to add the link to your website or your landing page. And I said that the link that you're adding here is the link to the page where you want people to appear when they click on your web or on your advert. So whatever link you put here is the page where people will appear when they click on your advert, right? So you put the link there, and that is step 3. Then we go to the next step, which is step 4. So at this level, what happens is that Google wants to confirm whether this is exactly where you want people to appear when they click on your website. You see that? So Google wants to, when they click on your advert rather. So Google wants you to confirm. So it will show you what people will see on their phone. Then it will show you what people will see on their desktop. Now, this will be an opportunity for you to choose exactly or to confirm that this is exactly where you want people to land when they click on your advert. You see that? That's step 4. Then we move to step 5. Now, like I said, step 5 is where you define your business goal. What is it exactly you want to achieve with this advert? Do you want to have more calls? You select it. So like I said, the options are all there. All what you have to do is to select the one that suits you best. So you can select to have, you can choose to have more calls. You can choose to have more website sales or leads. You can choose to get more people visit your physical location if you have a physical store. You can choose to have more views on YouTube, more views and engagement on YouTube. That all depends on you. You see that? So that is the 5th step. I hope it's easy, right? Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Cool, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead now. So let's move to the 6th step, right? To the 6th step. Now, what happens in the 6th step? In the 6th step, you're going to choose what customer action should your campaign deliver, meaning that you're going to choose how you want your customers to get in contact with you. We see that. What actions, how do you want your customers to get in contact with you? Now, if you want your customers to sign up for a product or a service, you select it. If you want your customers to schedule an appointment with you, you select that option. If you want your customers to fill out a certain form, you select that option. If you want your customers to request a quote, or to request for your contact, you select that option. So it depends on you. So in this step, you define how you want your customers to get in contact with you. You see that? So once you choose that, again, all the steps are there. All what you have to do is to choose the one that suits you best, right? Right? You choose the one that suits you best. You see that? So it's very easy. You select the one that suits you best, right? So the options are there. Everything you have to do is to click the one that you prefer. You see that? So that's the 6th step. Please don't forget to take a screenshot because you definitely or probably will need it, right? Especially when you will be doing it alone. So that's the 6th step. Now, let's move to the 7th step, right? Let's move to the 7th step. Now, what happens in the 7th step? Now, mind you, the 7th step is usually regarded as the most important step. Why is it regarded as the most important step? It's because that is what people will see. The 7th step is actually where you define exactly what your advert will look like. You see that? So what people will see is what you define on the 7th step. Now, remember that there are different kinds of adverts. Remember, there are different kinds of Google adverts, and I'm sure Udeme walk you through the different kinds of Google adverts. One of the kinds of Google adverts he mentioned is what we call text adverts. I don't know if you remember. He probably must have mentioned that. Text advert. So usually, how does a text advert work? A text advert will appear with a title and a description. Do you remember? So usually it will appear with a title in blue and a description at the bottom. You see that? Now this is where you define your advert. So you're going to see that on your screen, you have the possibility of putting up to 3 titles, or what they usually call headlines, right? You have the possibility to put up to 3 titles. Now, why do you have the possibility to put up to 3 titles? The reason you put up to 3 titles is to increase the chances of your advert to rank or your advert to be seen. You see that? So if your advert doesn't rank with the first title, it will rank with the second. If it doesn't rank with the second, it will rank with the third. So that is why you can put up to 3 titles. You see that? So you can put up to 3 titles and you can put up to 2 descriptions. Now, this is the most important step, and you have to take special note of this step, right? You have to take special note of this step. Why? Now, remember that what takes people to Google, and I'm sure you saw it in the previous sections. We saw in the previous sections that what takes people to Google is what? Is a challenge, is a question, or an inquiry. You see that? Now, people don't just go to Google because they love Google many times. I mean, you don't just wake up in the morning, maybe you wake up from bed and you're like, oh, I miss Google. My God, I miss Google. And you just take your phone and you start looking for Google. No, people don't do that. People don't go to Google because they miss Google. Nobody misses Google. You see that? People go to Google because there is something they are looking for. Either there is a question, that they don't have an answer to. Either there is an assignment that the lecturer gave. Either there is something they are looking for. It's always a quest for something that takes people to Google. Now, it's very important to note that when you want to run Google Ads, because that suggests to you that if you don't know what people are looking for, you will not be successful with your advert. You see that? For you to run advert, given that it is inquiries that take people to Google, it means that for you to succeed in your advert, you need to know what people are looking for. Because if you don't know what people are looking for, you will not be able to run successful adverts. That is why you don't just put a title here that you want. You don't just put a headline that you're comfortable with. No, you have to make sure that what you are putting here is what people are looking for. You have to make sure that the title that you're putting here, right, is a title or a headline that people are looking for, because remember that that is what takes people to Google. Now, I know the question you want to ask me. You want to ask me, but Sam, please, how do I now know that the headline that I'm putting here is what people will be looking for, right? Now, it's very simple. You will know that using what we call keyword research, right? Using what we call keyword research. Now, keyword research will tell you what people are looking for in your sector of activity. Meaning that if I'm selling laptops, for example, right? Let's say I'm selling laptops. Keyword research will tell me that, oh, in this country or in this city, there are 1,000 people looking for this kind of laptops. There are 2,000 people looking for this kind of stuff in my sector of activity. Now, based on my keyword research, I'll now be able to know that, oh, okay, this thing that I'm trying to sell, there are people looking for it. Oh, this one, nobody is looking for it, so I should better avoid it. So I should better avoid what people are not looking for and focus on what people are looking for. You see that? That's the aim of keyword research. Keyword research will tell you exactly what people are looking for in your sector of activity. Now, how do you know what people are looking for? What tools do you use to do keyword research? Now, I'm going to show you a few tools that you can use to do keyword research, right? So the tools that you can use to know what people are looking for. Now, the very first tool that you can use is what we call the Google Keyword Planner. The Google Keyword Planner. The Google Keyword Planner is the first tool, and usually people consider it as the best tool, because if you're running adverts on Google, it only makes sense to use the Google Keyword Planner to do your keyword research, right? Now, the Google Keyword Planner is actually incorporated in the Google ad itself. You see that? Now, to get to the Google Keyword Planner is very easy. Usually, if you have a Google ad account, right, you can have access to the Google Keyword Planner if you already have a Google ad account, right? Or you can just go on Google and actually type the Google Keyword Planner and it will take you there, right? So when you go to the Google Keyword Planner, all what you have to do is to input your sector of activity or the name of the products or services that you offer. And it will show you whether people are looking, it will show you the different topics that people are looking for on Google in your sector of activity. So usually it will show you with what we call the search volumes. The search volume means that it will not only show you what people are looking for, it will show you the number of people who are looking for it. So it will show you that, oh, okay, there are 1,000, let's say, for example, that you're selling laptops in Ghana, right? It will show you that, oh, there are 1,000 people who are willing to buy laptops who are willing to buy HP laptops in Ghana. There are 1,500 people who are willing to buy Apple laptops in Ghana. There are 500 people. You see that? Now, based on that search volume, you can now know which one to use as a title. Don't know if you understand. So that's the idea of keyword research. Keyword research allows you to know what people are looking for. Now, the first tool you can use, like I said, is the Google Keyword Planner. Now, there are other tools that you can use, right? Another very beautiful tool that you can use is called Answer the Public. Answer the Public. Answer the Public is a tool that you can also use, right, to do your keyword research. Now, mind you, there are other tools, right? There is the Google Keyword Planner, there is Answer the Public, there is keyword.io, there is SEMrush. These are all tools that you can use to do your keyword research. Now, what I was just trying to tell you is that the title or the headline that you put here is not just a headline that you like. You want to make sure that you put a headline here that shows, or that you put a headline here that people are looking for. And how do you know if people are looking for it? You do keyword research. to identify the different titles and their search volumes. Is it understood? Is it understood? Oh, what's happening to my... Okay. Is it understood? Is it clear? Is it easy? Wow, that's so beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Somebody has dropped the links. Oh, Udeme, thank you so much, Udeme. Yes, he has dropped all the links, right? He has dropped all the links. Thank you very much, Udeme, for that. Thank you really very much. Yeah, so you put the headlines and then you put the description. So Udeme has dropped in the chat the links to all the platforms that I was talking about, right? That's so beautiful. He has dropped all the links, so you don't need to bother. Where do I find? The links are in the chat, right? So that is the 7th step, right? Where you create your ad copy. So it's very easy. You can put up to 3 titles. You can put up to 2 description, and you can even put your phone number, right, as a call to action. It depends on you. So we now move to the 8th step, right? We now move to the 8th step. Now, what happens in the 8th step? Let's go to the 8th step. Now, in the 8th step, what happens is that you have to set up your keyword teams. Again, we are talking again about keywords, right? We are talking again about keywords. Now, remember that before we got to this phase, right, Udeme told you about smart campaigns. Do you remember? He told you about smart campaigns. And I'm sure he told you that, well, maybe he told you that every Google campaign can be done in 2 modes. There is the smart campaign mode, which is the one we are doing now. And there is the expert mode campaign, right? So there's a smart campaign, which is the one we are seeing now. And there is the expert mode. Now, I'm trying to explain the context of step 8 so that you can understand. Now, the smart campaign actually is a recent, is something made available recently by Google. Why? Because people used to complain, you know, that running Google ads is really difficult. It's really hard. You know, I don't understand, blah, 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 blah. So Google now said, okay, we're going to create a concept called the smart campaign. Now, that smart campaign, we will make adverts easier for people by creating what we call the smart campaign. So the smart campaign is actually a concept created by Google to make Google ads easier for people. You see that? So what happens in the 8th step is that Google will suggest keywords for you. You see that? That's the importance of a smart campaign, is that if you're running a smart campaign, Google will actually suggest keywords that you can use, compared to somebody who is running another kind of campaign where he will have to actually fend for the keywords himself. You see that? So here, Google will suggest keywords. Now, Google will suggest 10, 20, and more keywords. Usually, it's recommended that the keywords that should be here should be between 10 and 20 and more. You see that? So Google will suggest keywords for you. Now, you're going to take your time and go through these keywords and look for the ones, or you can decide to remove some keywords. You can decide to add some keywords. It depends on you. If you think it's okay, then it's okay. You see that? So Google will suggest keywords for you, which you will put in there. You see that? It's very easy. Now, just in case, even if you didn't have keywords, or even if Google didn't suggest keywords, you can still use the very tools that we told you. The Google Keyword Planner, Answer the Public, Keyword.io, SEMrush. You can still use all those tools to find relevant keywords which you will attach here. You see that? So I'm saying this just so you shouldn't be limited to what Google will offer you. You can actually still use these same tools that we mentioned to find keywords which you will add to your keyword teams. You see that? So that's what happens in the 8th step. Very easy, right? Very easy and very straightforward. Now we go to the 9th step. What happens in the 9th step? Now, in the 9th step, you define exactly where you want your advert to be seen. And you see, for me, this is such an interesting thing in digital marketing. The fact that you can sit down at the comfort of your house and decide that your advert will be seen in France. You can sit in Ghana and decide that your advert will be seen in the UK. For me, this is such an interesting thing, meaning that I can decide where exactly I want my advert to be seen, right? So I can decide that, okay, I want my advert to be seen specifically in Abuja, Nigeria, or specifically in Accra, Ghana. So wherever I want my advert to be seen, I just have to input the name of the location of the place and select it. That's all. Mind you, I can select so many places at the same time. I can select Accra, Ghana, then I select Abuja, Nigeria, then I select, I don't know, London, England, then I select, feel free, you can select countries both in and out of Africa. So the countries you select here are the countries or the specific places where your advert will run. You see that? Of course, you can select your own locality. It doesn't mean you only have to select countries abroad. You see that? So you choose your location where you want your advert to be seen. If you choose any place, your advert will be seen by those living in that area. Great. Now we go to the 10th step. What happens in the 10th step? I hope you're taking screenshots, right? Please, I hope you're taking your screenshots. Great. Somebody is asking if the class is ending soon. Please just give me 10 minutes, right? To round up with the class. 10 minutes, 10 or less, right? 10 minutes or less, I'll round up with the class, right? Because I know we have crossed an hour 30. Sorry, it's also because of, you know, all these network issues that probably came up, and we really apologize for that. Now, what happens in the 10th step? 10 minutes, right? 10th step, 10 minutes, right? Okay. So what happens in the 10th step? In the 10th step, you input your budget, how much you are willing to run your advert with, right? So you can put a budget of $5, you can put a budget of $10, $15, it depends on you, right? You input your budget. That's really all that you do in the 10th step. So once you input your budget, we go to the 11th step. Now, on the 11th step, Google will show you everything that happens from the first step to the 10th step, right? So this is an opportunity for you to review your advert, to see whether you made a mistake, whether there is something you have to adjust, whether there is something you have to change. You see that? So you put, Google will show you everything that has been happening from the first to the 10th step. This will be an opportunity for you to adjust, right? If there's anything you want to change, you change it. If you feel like you've not made any mistake, then you're good to go, right? We move now to the 12th step. The 12th step is where you input your payment methods, right? Now, if you're using a bank account, you can put the details of your bank account. If you're using a PayPal account, you can put the details of the PayPal account. If you're using whatever way, you know, you're using to make your online payment, you put in the details, right? Once you put in the details, you are good to go. Your advert starts running. Very simple. You see that running a Google ad is actually very, very simple. Your advert starts running. You see that? Now, again, when your ad starts running, usually you don't stop there, because remember that you have to follow up your advert to ensure that you are actually achieving your goals. You see that? You know, remember that you have to follow it up, because I'm sure that in the previous, in the lecture that Udeme taught you, he told you that one of the advantages of the Google ad is that you can edit, pause, and cancel your advert at any time. I'm sure he told you that. You can edit, pause, and cancel your advert at any time. Now, what does that mean? It means that if I start running a Google ad and I notice it's not giving me the result that I desire, I can cancel it at any time, or I can pause it, or I can edit it at any time. You see that? So you have to follow up your advert to know whether it's giving you the result that you want, whether you want to edit it, cancel it, pause it, or allow it to run. You see that? Now, so to measure the performance of your advert, you need to go to your analysis section. You see, the Google Ad account has an analysis section. that analysis section shows you how well your ad is doing. So usually in that analysis section, you're going to see impressions. Now, what does impression mean? Impression simply means the number of times your advert has been seen. So you can see how many times your advert has been seen on the impression. You can also see the clicks, right? How many people have clicked on your advert. So what usually happens is that people compare their impressions with their clicks to know how well their advert is doing. Because imagine, for example, that you have very high impressions and very low clicks. That's a problem. Imagine you find out, for example, that your advert has touched 1,000 people and only 1 or 2 people have clicked on it. Man, it means something is wrong. You see that? So you're going to see in your ad, in your analysis, the number of people who have seen your advert versus the number of people who have clicked on your advert. You see that? So usually if you notice that the impressions are too high and the clicks are too low, it means something is wrong with your advert. Maybe you have to adjust the title. Maybe you have to cancel it. Maybe, you know, it depends. You see that? So this analysis section will tell you whether your advert is doing well or not. You see that? So this is where you track the performance of your advert. And once you do that, you are good to go with running Google adverts. Very, very simple, very, very straight to the point, and very, very easy. So this is the last pause for questions. I'm going to take questions, and well, we are actually done with the class. I'm just going to take questions. I hope it was easy. I hope it was straight to the point. I hope you didn't feel like it's difficult, you know. I hope so. Interesting, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. I can see your comments. I can see your comments. I can see your comments. I can see perfecto. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please, if you have questions, I recommend that you put in the Q&A, right? Put in the Q&A and not in the comment section, because, I mean, you can see in the comment section that a lot is going on there. And if your question is in the comment section, I'm likely not to see it. So please put it in the Q&A so that I can answer the question, or Udeme or Sandra can answer the question for you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. I can see your comments. You are making me to feel like a star now. You know, your comments are making me to feel like, you know, I'm too smart. I'm so intelligent. You're making me to feel like a star. In fact, I'll start my Facebook page. I'm sure that in the next few seconds, I'll have 1,000 followers, because the kind of comments that you're having, I'm starting my Facebook page today. I mean, I can't be a star like this and I'm here. I mean, it's you know, please, you people should, the way you're sending me nice comments, I'm a star, please. I'm a star. Let the others know. Please, it's official. From today, it's official. I'm a star. I'm a star now, please. I'll inform my family members. Okay.
Simply hold on.
Okay, I'll go to the comment. Okay. Yeah, Udeme, please, you want to say something?
Yes, let me answer a few of the questions here.
Okay, thank you so much, Udeme.
Yes, just be there. So I saw somebody ask about the banks to use and make payments. Okay, so what happens with Nigerian banks is you can't do payment with Google Ads. I think the only platform you can pay for Google Ads with Nigerian cards is Facebook.
Sorry, guys, we have 8 minutes to wrap up.
8 minutes, yes, with PayU. So you can pay with PayU. But if you want to do Nigerian banks, you may need to go to adpay.ng. AdPay was created by Ayo work with Google, the early part of 2002. So let me just drop AdPay link on the chat. So if you want to pay for ads with Naira, there are charges. I think it's 5%. So you can use adpay.ng. AdPay will help you. But if you want to pay with, if you still want to pay with a card, you can try the virtual cards, Butter Card, Flutterwave, Cheaper Cash, which other one now, Gray, and all those virtual cards. Those ones can help. But if you want to pay with Naira, it will work. It used to work before, but since Central Bank started all their drama, it doesn't work again for Nigerians. I don't know about other countries, all right? I'm just sure about Nigerians. But for Nigerians, I want to pay for ads. There's a link there. But it's mostly designed for agencies. The minimum payment is 550,000 Naira. So you can check AdPay. Let me check another question. Please, we are short of time. Please bear with us. You see all the trouble we had today. And thank you for sticking through, everybody. And thank you, Simplis.
Thank you very much, Udeme. So, okay.
What could,
Thank you. Are we done? I think we are done.
let me answer a few more. Can we add Google Ads to our YouTube videos and TikTok videos? You can run YouTube videos. You can run video ads on Google Ads. You can run video ads on Google, rather, on the Google Ads platform. It's just a simple process, all right? But you can always check that out. Please check on YouTube. We may not have the time for that. Can we have the link shared in the chats? How do I know if my cards are activated for international transfer? I just answered that question, Coco. Please check if your country's card is activated. The Nigerian card is the one I just answered earlier. Must you direct your adverts to only your countries? No, you can actually advertise to any country of your choice, any location of your choice. Abalo, I hope that I actually know a brand that actually markets to only the US audience, but they're here in Nigeria. All right, so you can market to anywhere you want. Is it safe to bank? Is it safe to bank accounts online? I don't know what you mean by that. Please write it again. Will RISE work? Please check it out. I don't really know what RISE is. What about Kenya? Please try your countries on. I don't know much about other countries. And payment agencies differ on the platform per country, all right? So don't think because I said pay you in Nigeria, it will be pay you also in Kenya. No, it will differ. So please check that out. And how can we add our ad to our website or app and we can get paid from Google for doing it? You don't get paid for running ads. You are the one that is paying the platform to run ads. Now I mentioned the Google AdSense. Sandra, please let me know when it's time. Now I mentioned the Google AdSense is the one that Google actually pays you for using your website to advertise their products. That is the AdSense. And you apply to Google for that. And they tell you if your website is fit or not. All right? And yeah. So you can always run it. This is not a Google AdSense class. This is a Google Ads. The ads here means advertisements. And I told you earlier that advertisements, you pay money. All right? You pay money to anywhere you're advertising from. Google is only just lenient to tell you if you spend $300, we'll give you extra $300 to run your ads. Other platforms are not that generous. Okay. What have I missed? What have I missed? Okay, I think I've answered everything. What are the costs of CPC? It depends. Favor, it depends. CPC depends on what you're actually advertising. If you are starting with, I mean, if you're an expert and you're advertising with the manual cost per click, the manual CPC, the cost will be different from if you are using the target impression share. Target impression share is anytime anybody types anything about that industry, you show, right? And it's a lot of money to do that. So it depends. If you are running your ads on the smart campaign, the one we just learned now, Google decides that for you. They're the ones to manage the ads for you. So you don't even need to bother yourself about that, if at all you're using the smart campaign that we just learned. Favor, I hope that helped. What could cause few people to click on your ads? Possibly because you're not targeting the right audience. Audiencing is very, very important. The location audience and the category of the audience. Remember, we spoke about demographics, right? So you need to spell out when you're setting up your ads, the kinds of people you want to see your ads exactly. That's what could warrant your ads not to be seen by a lot of people. And now I'm talking about Google ads. Same thing will apply for Facebook ads and all those other platforms. If you're targeting, your audiencing is good, it will fly and you see a lot of results. How much does it cost in Naira to get your ads running? I don't know what it will cost in Naira because you don't run ads in Naira, you run ads in dollars. And if you set up your account for the first time and you use Naira, that account is condemned. I didn't mention that. You only set up your ads in dollars as a Nigerian. I don't know about other countries. If you put that account in local currency, that account cannot run ads permanently. All right? So when you're setting up your ads, especially if you're running ads for the first time on that your account, please use dollars. Right? So when you're making payments also, you use dollars. And there are two types of payments. I don't know if Simply mentioned that. There's the prepaid payments, there's the automatic payment rather, and there's a manual payment. Manual payment is the one you just move the money from your account to appear on the ads platform. Let's say you want to use $100, you just transfer the $100 from your card to the ads platform. That is manual payment. So the money is just reducing as the ad is running. Then the automatic payment is the one you just add your card details. At the end of the month, or on the first day of the new month, you just be debited the amount that the ad performed. Let's say your ad performed $52. You'll be debited $52 from your card automatically. That is the automatic payment. And don't think you can put your card and there's no money inside. They'll block that account permanently. And you can't, they'll track that card. You can't run ads again. Okay? All right. Did I miss anybody's question? All right, thank you so much. We spent almost 2 hours, and I want to sincerely apologize for all the internet troubles we had today. And thank you, Simply, for coming to step in. And you, thank you so much for being patient with us. So I want you to give me that survey again. Where were you guys? Where are you now? Over 10. So rate yourself now over 10. Simply did a good part of the job. Please tell me, where are you over 10? This is a part where filling the show 300 discounts. What should I do? Okay, what that 300 discounts then means is if you spend 300 discounts of $300 of your money, they're going to give you a $300 credits, ad and coupon credits to be able to run your ads. That means you'll be spending 300, you'll be spending $600 when you're actually paying $300. I hope you got that. Thank God. Somebody's on 7, 8, 9.
Thank you, guys. It's okay. Oh, we need to start another training.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you so much, everybody. See you on the other side.